I'll be sending you one PDF also in which I will write down the steps of how to construct the different angles. Okay. Triangles is easy, but to construct the angles, you need to know how to do it. Right. Question number 1 says, of 10.3 says, to construct triangle DEF such that DE is 5 centimeter, DF is 3 centimeter, and measure of angle EDF is 90 degrees. Now, to make a 90-degree angle, okay? Making a 90-degree angle, there are two methods. In both the methods, we will be using the ruler and the compass only. Now, one method is called bisecting the line. When we bisect a line, we get a 90-degree angle. This line which bisects a line is known as the perpendicular bisector. So either we draw a 90-degree angle using a perpendicular bisector, or we draw a 90-degree angle using the 60-degree arc, that is the big 60 degree. I'll show you both right now, okay? So just be attentive and watch. I'll give the steps and everything. I will be sending it to you later on. Right now, just to see how we construct a 90-degree angle. You can take your rough book, take your ruler and compass. You can follow when I'm doing it on the board, so that it will be easy for you to do it, okay? Right. So let us construct a 90-degree angle. Now this we are doing using a perpendicular bisector. Now remember, a bisector is a line which divides any line or angle into two equal parts. So if I take a line, okay, and I want to mark an angle, I mark an angle out here. Now a point out there. At this point, I want to make a 90-degree angle. Now, when you are drawing a triangle, remember the point is usually towards the end here. Now, if I use a perpendicular bisector and my angle is on this side, so some part of the line must be extended towards the left. Right? If I extend it towards the left, okay, and I take any radius, any small radius, you don't have to take a big one, but the point at this point where you are going to make the angle, and draw from here, you will draw two arcs, one on the left side and one on the right side, like this. You will be drawing two arcs. One arc will be on the left side. If I mark that as 1, then one arc on the right side of the point. Let's take the point as A. Okay, so I have two arcs here. Taking A as center, I drew an arc on the left side and I drew an arc on the right side. One on the left, I marked it as 1, and the one on the right as 2. Now I will take my compass point at 1. If I take my compass point at 1, the pencil point will be touching A. I will just increase it a bit, okay, so that my pencil point is more than A. It should not touch A. It should be more than A. Then from 1, I will draw an arc above A. Then without changing the radius should not change. I put the compass point at 2 and cross the arc that you have made. Cross the arc that you have made. Where the two arcs meet is a point. Where the two arcs meet is a point. So I will join this point with point A. Now when I join it with point A, remember it should form a straight line joining point A. If you measure this angle, it will be 90 degrees. This will be 90-degree angle. You can all measure it with your protractor to see whether you get a 90-degree angle or not. Now the same thing I'm going to repeat it on the other side. This I did it on my left side. Now my angle is on the right side. So I leave some space, or I draw the line, make the line longer, okay, more towards your right, mark a point out here. Let me take this point as point B. Now to make a 90-degree angle, take the compass, put your compass point at B and any radius. Here, it is not necessary you have to take some fixed radius. Any radius, compass point at B, wherever the angle is, whichever point the angle is. If the angle is at point A, then compass point will be at A. If the angle is at B, then the compass point will be at B. So I put my compass point here at B because I want the angle at B. Draw an arc on the left of B and on the right of B with that same point, left and right. We will mark this as 1 and 2. Now place your compass point at 1. It will be touching B. So increase it a bit. You just need to increase it a bit. Okay? So that it becomes more than B. When it becomes more than B with compass point at 1, draw an arc on top of B, same radius without changing it, put the compass point at 2 and cross the arc that you have made. You will get a point. Where the two arcs meet, you will get a point. Now join the points. If I join the points, I will get an angle on my right, which is 90 degrees. Okay? This method is drawing the perpendicular bisector or a perpendicular line. Now I'll show you another method of drawing a 90-degree angle. Using the big arc. Now this is also easy because we are not going to change the radius of the compass once we start constructing the angle. So, now 90 degrees is, base angle is 60 degrees. So using the base angle, we have to make the 90 degrees. That is 60 degrees plus 30 degrees will give me 90 degrees. Now 160 degree is, remember this is my base angle. If I just draw the big arc from point 1, I get point 2, this becomes 60 degrees. To get 30 degrees, I need 60 plus, because this is 160 degree, I need a 30 degree. This 30 degree is more than 60. So to get 30 degrees, I will take one more 60 degrees. So 60 plus 60, the angle I get out here is 120. Angle I get is 120. To get a 120 angle, you will draw the big arc. Without changing the radius from point 1, you will get point 2. From point 2, you will get point 3. Plus 30 means I need 30 from this 60 degrees. To get 30 degrees, we are going to take the angle bisector. Angle bisector again, without changing the radius. From 2, you make an arc on top. From 3, you make another arc. If you join the 2, you will get a 90-degree angle. I will show you stepwise. So let us start doing it stepwise. So when we are doing 90-degree angle, we are also learning how to make a 120-degree angle. So first let us make a 120-degree angle. Draw a straight line. Mark the point here as A. Now we are going to make the angle at A. Whenever we make an angle, remember we need a radius of your compass. Once I get a radius, I'm not going to change this. This radius is usually slightly more or slightly less than half, or you can even take it slightly more than half. Anyway, you can take it. But if you take it more, then your arcs will be too long. And if it is too long, then your figure will be very big. That is why I usually take less than the half of the line that you have made. Right now, I have not made a line segment, so I'm just taking any radius of the compass. Now, this radius I'm not going to change. Okay? First step to make the big arc with point A. Make a big arc right across because I need 2 arcs after that. On this arc itself, you will get your angles. All the angles will be on this arc. Without changing the radius, this is point 1. Without changing the radius, I put it on point 1. I get point 2. This point 2 will give me a 60-degree angle. Okay? Then without changing the radius from 2, I make one more arc out here to get point 3. So this is from 2 to 3 is also 60 degrees. So total, if I join 3 and A, I will get 120 degrees. If you join 3 and A, you will get 120 degrees. Okay? Right now, we are not doing 120, so let's continue. Right. To get 90, I need one whole 60 and I need 30. 30 is half of 60. Again, without changing the radius, put the compass point at 2, draw an arc above the line. Above the line, this above this arc. Then from 3, without changing the radius, cross the arc. Now, if I join these 2 arcs, this point, I get point 1, point 2, point 3, this is my point 4, where the 2 arcs meet. Join the 2 arcs. If you join the 2 arcs, you will get a 90-degree angle. This angle formed will be 90-degree angle. Okay? Now, same way, let me do it on the other side now. I will take the point here as B. This is my point B. Okay? Take a radius, less than half, draw the big arc. From here, we will draw the big arc right across. This is not. Oh, just a minute, girls. I will have to fix another chalk. At point B, I'm taking a radius, any radius at point B, draw an arc right around this way, big arc. Without changing the radius, this is point 1. Point 1 is always towards within that line that you have drawn. With point 1, I will get point 2. This is point 2. No changing of the radius, just continue. This will be point 3. Then from 2, draw an arc above it. Same radius from 3, cross that arc. So you will get a point 4 here. Now join point 4 with B. If you join point 4 with B, you will get a 90-degree angle. That is how we construct a 90-degree angle using the big arc. Right. In your classwork books, I had asked you to do 10.3. So let us continue in the classwork book with 10.3 only. Open your classwork books, write today's date. I shall guide you to do this sum, number 1. So you will continue doing it. So take your classwork books. Question is there in the textbook. Construct triangle DEF such that DE is 5 centimeter. So we are drawing the rough sketch right now. DE is 5 centimeter and measure, DF is 3 centimeter and measure of angle B is 90 degree. This is angle B, which is 90 degree. And we have DF, which is 3 centimeter. Which is 3 centimeter. If I join F and E, I will get a triangle. So this is my first step. Draw a rough sketch. So draw that first. Okay. Now we go on to our actual drawing. Make sure your pencil is sharp. The one fixed into your compass should also be pointed or sharp. Have your ruler ready? Now let us start on with the construction. Our second step will be draw DE equal to 5 centimeter. Draw DE equal to 5 centimeter. So you take your ruler, this way, mark the point D. Now you can use any method of doing the 90 degree, okay? But if you want to use a perpendicular line method, this line has to extend more towards your left. I'm not doing the perpendicular line method, that is why I'm leaving it as short on the outer. Measure 5 centimeters with your compass on the ruler. Okay. Get B as center. Draw an arc. With D as center, draw an arc. Mark this as E. And this will be 5 centimeters. Third step will be construct angle FDE equal to 90 degree. Sorry, not F. You will not get F out here right now. Construct angle EDX equal to 90 degree, because we are drawing a ray which will give me 90 degree angle. Now I take the measure with my point. Since the angle is at D, my compass point will be at D. Draw a big arc. Crossing the line to get point 1. So this is our point 1. Without changing the radius, put your compass point at 1. Draw an arc to get point 2. So this will be point 2. Without changing the radius, draw another arc to get point 3. This is point 3. Without changing the radius, compass point at 2, draw an arc above the big arc. Compass point at 3, cross the arc that you have made to get point 4. Join this point with a ray that is DX. Or D, yes, we've written it as X. Mark it as a ray DX. If you measure the angle, this angle will be 90 degrees. Now take your compass point, measure 3 centimeter with compass point at 0, measure 3 centimeter. F is somewhere in this line dx, on this ray dx. So with B as center, 3 centimeter radius, draw an arc. This arc will give you point F. This arc will give you point F. Join F with E. Join F with E. This is your required triangle FDE. So after constructing this, what we made was with D as center, draw an arc of radius 3 centimeter on dx, on the ray dx. To get point F. Fifth one, join FE to get the required triangle DEF. 5 steps only.